Hey guys. Well, I'm waiting for TikTok to decide it wants to go live, and I'm live here on YouTube. And now we're live here on TikTok. Yay. So it's Friday. Y'all asking for a mediumship event. So here you go. Or I guess event. Would it be event? It's just a live. Yeah. Yeah. So here we are. Just me and you and me. We're going to do some mediumship readings tonight. I already have almost a full list. Yeah, I almost have a full list. I've only got maybe a couple spots left. So if y'all want them, you better grab them right now. I do need to know if Cheyenne, I can't pronounce your last name, but Kunha, if you're here, did you know that you have 2 tickets? I just want to make sure. And if so, I just need to know why. You know what I mean? So, yes. I just need to know if you know you have 2 tickets. If not, then I'll refund one for you and I'll open up that spot for somebody else. So, ready? Ready? Because first I have Miss Catherine Mazel. So, yes. You ready, Miss Catherine? Hey, Phoenix. You should be on my list. So just send me an email back. You should have got an email saying that you will, you are on my list. I literally sent you an email back. So check your email. Guys, if you have any questions about anything as far as events go, send an email because it's hard for me to see comments sometimes. I will say if you guys are on any of my events for RSVPs for in-person appointments or for mediumship events, I had to do something different in Wix today, and it caused a massive amount of confusion. If you've already paid your invoices and you've already paid for your tickets, you're on the list. So even though it said canceled, you are on the list. I had to redo the whole stupid thing because Wix is dumb, and the way it did it, it just caused an even bigger amount of confusion. So I'm sorry. But if you guys would like to see me in person, I will be in Oklahoma City next weekend, Indianapolis next month, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, California, Colorado. I'll be in all the places, not all the places, but most of the places coming up in the next few months, Vegas, Portland, Seattle, things like that. If you'd like to see me, there are in-person event readings that you can purchase online on my site. You can also come to some of the mediumship events that I do. I actually do a shamanic mediumship event that is before each one of my main events. So yes, there you go. All right, Miss Catherine, I have you first, but Miss Cheyenne, if you're here, I need to know if you know you have 2 tickets. And if not, I'll refund you one and open one of the other ones up. So there was only about 2 spots left tonight, guys. I may or may not need to take a little bit of a stress break. So I'm only doing a small list for tonight. Okay, it's you and your mama. Gotcha. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. But I will tell you guys, since you guys were all asking the other day, or not all of you, but you know what I mean. A lot of you were asking about doing natal chart reads. Now, here's the difference between a birth chart and a natal chart, guys. A birth chart, you need to know what time you were born. A natal chart, you don't need to know what time you were born. So on Sunday, starting at 5 p.m. here on TikTok and on YouTube, I will be doing natal chart reads. If you guys have never had your natal chart read, I will be doing them on Sunday. There is a limited amount of spots. And if you guys would like one, then you can go ahead and get a ticket on my website. And here's the cool thing too. You don't have to be here for me to read it. So I'm going to read it on YouTube and TikTok. It will be recorded so you can come and watch it. You don't even have to be here. So if you have big Father's Day plans, but you really want your natal chart read, I got you. I don't have anything to do for Father's Day. I'm just going to go drop my daddy off a gift and, come back home and eat sushi and read natal charts because just saying. So Miss Catherine, you ready? I should have already got you invoiced or refunded back, Miss Kathy. So, all righty. So I was pulling cards kind of while I was talking. So here's what's interesting. yesterday or last night when I read cards for you, your sons came up in those cards. One of them was this card. This guy in particular, there's the blue flannel. Okay, hi. So this guy in particular, Kathy, we've chatted with before, and I know it's not someone that you ever expect to come back through, but for some reason you're worried about this son in particular, and he's okay. So I got the blue flannel right away. I got the porch right away. So you know who this is. I know who this is. He's been here before. The son that this card represents, the son that we were talking about last night, this is the one that looks the most like his dad. He's the one that reminds you the most of him. And I keep seeing him this. So I'm assuming, do they both play the guitar, or is it just the one? I think I associate just the one you sent me the video of, the one playing the guitar. That's who we're talking about here. I don't know what it is, but you're overly worried about him lately. And so it's like, even though he knows you don't really want him around, he's there. It's almost, he's acting as a buffer between your kid and someone else. And it's like not something spiritual. It's like literally someone else, someone physical, someone else. Because he's showing me like brick walls that are like this, like here's your kiddo, and he is literally the brick walls in between him and other people. So I don't know what it is going on with him, but he is super, super protective of him right now. And it's funny, it's like my lips, I almost want to snarl in a way. What the hell is going on? I don't know if somebody's picking on him or being mean to him. I don't know what's going on, but he is showing me literally like this brick wall. You're really worried about something with this kiddo too. I'm trying to watch comments, but sometimes it's hard. So I did see your comment though. Yes, we were on the porch for a minute. That's why I was like, there's the flannel, the blue. He showed me blue and black plaid flannel tonight, but same guy. So I don't know what's up with, hang on. They've been fighting a lot. Okay. I got you. It's like he's trying to put a wall in between there. This fighting must be stressing you out a lot too, because he keeps saying, I know you don't want me here. I know you don't want me here. He's not someone you expect to be around you all the time, but okay. Whose bedroom is it where, so like if the door's here, the bed is here in the corner. So if you're sitting on the bed, you can see out into the hallway that way. Does that make sense? Because he's showing me sitting on the end of a bed and being able to see out into the hallway and a little bit that way. Whoever's bed that is. Thank you, love. It's like he sees his dad. He sees his dad in the hallway right there. Oh, I'm so sorry. He's sick again, honey. So who's, I don't know whose bedroom this is he's showing me. But like I said, he's showing me when you're sitting on the bed, I can, like he kind of sees his dad standing in the hallway. He's really, really, yeah. Anthony's really connected, isn't he? Like is he the one that the grandma is attached to? Is he the one that wears the pendant? So guys, don't send anything on Cash App. My list for tonight may already be closed. I'm just letting you know. Everything goes through my website and is ticketed, so I can keep track of who's in what order. There we go. So Kathy, I don't know if your comment got lost or whatever. I can't remember if Anthony is the one that wears the pendant that his grandma gave him or not, but big. Okay. There's your comment. Okay. So, okay. Once I saw the yes, I don't know what this is. Does he like snowballs? You know what I'm talking about? Like the Hostess cakes. They're hot. They're pink coconut with the marshmallow and the chocolate. And that's what he showed me. I don't know what's up with that. Because at first I thought it was a stuffed animal. I thought I was seeing pink fur, but I'm not. It's like literally a snowball. The Hostess snowballs. Now I want one of them. Thanks. I fucking love those. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. And I don't know why he showed me that. He just showed it to me and like said it right in front of me, and that was it. And then didn't tell me why. I love when they're frustrating like this. Like he's thinking it's funny to kind of put little things in front of me and then not tell me exactly why. So I'm hoping that they mean something to you. So I don't know if it's that he loves those or that your ex loved those or what, but he showed me sitting and seeing the hallway again. That's what I figured. Did he like them? I don't know why he showed it to me. It's really funny. Yeah, he's showing me the hallway again. He's seeing his dad a lot. Okay, so what's up with the fever? Because he mentioned someone has a fever. They're having like high fevers. And I saw it like this. He kept showing me up and down, up and down, up and down. It's still a fever. Like say, here's the no fever. It's still here. It's like up and down, bouncing up and down. It's going to keep happening for another few days. I'm just letting you know. Not only is it going to keep happening another few days, it's going to get a little bit worse. Just keep an eye on it. He's not worried about it, but just keep an eye on it. Does that make sense? Okay. Got you. Okay. So he's not worried about it. Like he's not stressing about it. He just wanted me to mention the fever up and down, up and down, up and down. So he's literally there all the time. He's putting a buffer in. Like he keeps showing me the hallway. Okay. He's there like continually. And he's there basically just checking on Anthony. I swear to God, if he shows me the snowball again, I'm going to spiritually throat punch him because now I want one so bad I can't stand myself. Okay. So, I mean, not really. He has really kind of a warped sense of humor. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of funny. He showed me the crown. What's up with the crown? And it's like a plastic, like Halloween type crown. You know what I mean? Like it's bright, obnoxious gold. So I don't know what that is, what that crown is. It's interesting. I don't know what it is. It's literally a plastic, like Halloween crown. You know, like you get with like a king outfit or something like that. So don't worry too much about Anthony. He's not worried. He's just there playing this buffer. He did say watch the fever. But like I said, again, he's not stressed out about it. He's just there. But he's seeing him all the time in the hallway. So like if you're sitting on Anthony's bed and you're looking out the door, he sees him on the right side of the door right there all the time. Like he knows he's there hanging out and watching him. So, well, the crown thing is interesting. And he didn't show it to me as in like he's king or whatever. He showed it to me as in like it being on someone else's head, like either a costume or goofing off or something. I don't know what it is. So, but it's obviously important because he showed it to me again. And it's got like big, like red and blue jewels in it. I mean, it's literally just a plastic crown, but it's important. So just because it doesn't mean something to you doesn't mean it's not coming down the line. You know what I mean? Like coming, because I don't feel like it's something you've seen yet, but it's important. Does he? Yeah, he's literally there all the time, like standing right there outside the door, right outside the door. So just pay attention to what Anthony says he's dreaming about. Pay attention to what he says his dad is doing. Like when he says he's seeing him, ask him what he's doing. What he's showing me is just standing outside the door and looking in, like continually checking, looking in and checking and checking and checking and checking. The crown though is still, the crown is important, and it's something coming future wise. But like I said, it's just it's going to be an important moment with whatever this plastic crown is. So just kind of watch for it. He does have a big air of protection around everybody there. Just letting you know. Everybody there. It's not just Anthony. It's mainly Anthony, but it's everybody. So, is this what's been going on? Because remember the other day, I don't remember, it wasn't last night, but it was the last time I did a reading for you, and I saw your kiddo. I guess it was Sunday. And I saw your kiddo, and I said I'd message you, and then I forgot to message you because things and stuff have happened this week. I was worried about them. So did he start getting sick like this last weekend? Is that what it is? Hello in Australia. How are you? That scared the shit out of me. I don't know about y'all, but all right, Miss Cheyenne, are you going first or is your mama going first? I'll wait and see which one. Miss Tabitha, you are down toward the bottom here. So here's my list, guys. Let me refresh to make sure I got everybody on there. You will? Okay, gotcha, love. That's funny. I was actually just talking about your daddy the other day. I just wanted you to know that. So after Catherine, I have 2 for Cheyenne. Then I have Carrie, Christina, Jennifer, Vicky, Morgan, Tiffany, Lena, Lorianne, Tabitha, Queen Renee, and Crystal. So mom goes first? Okay, gotcha. So what's funny is I was talking about the trees the other day, the forest and the trees and so on the other day. So it's funny. Hi, how you doing? All right. So if you guys have never watched me do mediumship reads, I do them a little different. I'm super connected to my cards. So that's what I use. I tried doing it other ways, but this is the easiest for me. Gotcha. Okay. So Cheyenne, you'll have to tell me what your mom's name is. Guys, I have a backup page, but know that I will never, ever reach out to you for a reading. My backup page is the Blue Bodhi 2, TOO. No numbers, no hashtag, none of that. I will never reach out. Okay. So Miss Sonia. Okay. Gotcha. So the lady that is popping up here, she's kind of interesting in that she's She comes across scary, but she's not. It's like she likes to, thank you, Miss Kathy Love. She likes to, it's like she liked to put up this air up front of being mean or being like super stern, or like most people were afraid of her. And I get the feeling that she's kind of a smaller woman, but this is like her defense mechanism, is to make you think that she's like scary, like hates you or whatever. She's also super in tune with her gifts. Like when she was here, she used to see things a lot. But the problem is in this, and she actually hated this gift because she would see the bad things that were about to happen. She would see the bad things that were about to happen. Like she knew when somebody was going to pass away. She knew when somebody was going to. Okay. She also never apologizes. Ever, ever, ever. Everything she did was very intentional. And if she made the decision, she stuck with it, and she didn't apologize. Like if you got an apology from her, it was because like hell literally froze over. But I'm trying to get something from her aside from her being kind of a smaller woman, a shorter woman. But what she showed me, like right when she came this way, I guess, if that makes sense, it's like I had this white cloth go like this kind of across my face, but it's like really thin satin because I can see through it. And I don't understand what that means. So it's funny because whenever I saw the trees and I was talking about the trees, he instantly backed off when she came in. Like he went like this when she came in, like that. Does that make sense? And I just saw bright red. This is gorgeous, bright red color. So I don't know if this is her favorite color. I don't think she's been here with me before. I don't recognize her energy or anything like that. She's very kind of standoffish. Like she doesn't really want to tell me much. That's why it's kind of hard. I'm having to pull stuff from her. But he literally backed off as soon as she came in. She's older than him. Like this was literally an elder thing. Like you go ahead. She showed me the bright red again. And this is material. It's material. And it's just absolutely gorgeous red. So I don't know if this is her favorite color, because I kind of feel like it is, because when she's showing it to me, it's this swoosh like this. And she's very proud with it. Like she's really, really proud. She has a lot of inner pride. So Miss Sonia, you and this person in particular, you had a very intense and strained relationship, a very intense and strained bond. Like you always knew you had each other's backs, and not just that, but like probably would die for each other. However, you also like literally butted heads all the time. So she showed me almost black hair, and it's short. I don't think it's always short though. She's got a lot of movement. She keeps showing me things moving and very fluid, very flowing. To me, that usually represents somebody that liked to dance, as somebody that liked to move, because she's very graceful with how she's showing me these things. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to look up and watch the comments, but I'm watching the red. She keeps showing me this red material like this, and it's just flowing and doing this, and it's very vibrant and it's very flashy. And so I don't know if she was a dancer, or if she just loved to dance, or what it is, but she's really proud of this material, and she's really proud of this dress, whatever this is. So I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see my hands. She keeps doing this with it. I don't know what this means, but she keeps doing this. She's kind of flamboyant with her personality. What's funny though is that after I got over that initial, like, you're not going to know anything about me kind of thing, now like she's very, very in my face with this. So the cards that she pulled here are indicative of someone that's very, very attached to friends, very attached to family, like kind of that busy bee, like knows what's going on with everybody, kind of in everybody's business. But what's funny is it's not like in everybody's business gossiping. It's just in everybody's business. Like, I need to know everything going on. She literally showed me like a little busy bee going everywhere. She also just showed me big white flowers. And it's funny, like, I know that they're like this size, but she's showing me like this, like disproportionately big. Like, she liked everything to be like, she exaggerated a lot. So I'm not sure what this other card is, and I'm going to explain what the card is and what I'm seeing, what she's showing me with the card, and hopefully you understand this. The two of you had some kind of bond together. I don't know if she told you that she would always protect you, she would always be there for you, or vice versa, or both. But she has a bond with you. Like, she has a bond with you, and she's been there ever since she passed away. Like, the two of you are like this still. Even though you kind of fought and you butt heads a little bit over some stuff, like, she's like right there. So I don't know what this promise is you guys made to each other, because I don't feel like it's something just the normal, I'll always be here, I'll always protect you. It's not just that. It's something special that the two of you had together. But she's still honoring that. And she's showing me flowers again. She's showing me flowers again. And she's showing me you do something specific for her in your home. I don't think that other people know that you do it, but you do it just for her. I feel like it's flowers because she keeps showing me flowers. Do you send out flowers for her? Or there are flowers that you have that make you think of her, but you do something for her specifically. And when you do it, you think of her in your mind, kind of like, this is for you. And like, you kind of say things in your mind. You don't really tell anybody else you do it. You have them from her funeral? Okay. Because she just kept showing me the flowers. What did she leave you? Because she has an abundance card here on the end, but it's not because, like, normally in a reading, it signifies abundance. But in this case, it's like she left something in particular that was very important to her. And I know that's very general, and I'm trying to get some more information. So don't say anything yet. I'm trying to get more information from her. Okay. So she showed me a silver, I don't know how big it is, but it's a silver box and it's got legs. It's on a little stand. It's got legs on it. And I don't know, like, if it's actual or silver or if it's pewter or whatever, but I don't know if it's a jewelry box. I feel like it's about like this size. It may be much smaller because, I mean, she did show me the flowers like this, but it's a silver box. I have a feeling it's probably little. She wants to show it to me like this, but I have a feeling it's probably like this. And it's got satin inside. I want to say it's blue satin, like a deep blue satin, but it's got little legs on it. It's got legs on it. So I don't know what that box is, or if you, okay. Do you recognize the box, even if it's not something you got? I don't understand why she's showing me the box if it's not something you got, but that's what she's showing me. Does your mom recognize it? I want to say it's blue inside. like blue satin, blue velvet, whatever. So she's showing me the box is empty. So there's nothing in it. And when I'm seeing that there's nothing in it, it makes me kind of sad. So I don't know if there's something in it was supposed to go to you. I don't know if there's something in it that she always had there that came up missing. It almost makes me feel like whatever was in the box was supposed to be yours. And it never made it to you, but she won't show me what was in the box. Okay. So the box is only about this big. It is only about this big. It's like about that tall, about that wide. So it would be like a little tiny jewelry box, but it's very, very ornate. It's very, very ornate. So I would say it's probably pewter or silver or something like that. It's silver colored, like it's silver colored, but it's on little legs. They come out like that. And inside it's got, my nose is itching real bad. Sorry. Somebody's talking about me. It's blue velvet and the lid closes. She makes me sad when I look in the box and there's nothing there. So I would ask about the box because, oh, I'm sorry. Because the box is important. I don't feel like the box got sold. I feel like the box is still somewhere. And I have a feeling it's on a shelf and nobody really understands what it is, but it means something to her. The box was important to her. Like it meant something to her. So I saw you guys asking about why not to use all caps. So that's actually internet etiquette has been for a long time. Caps is yelling. So when you type something in all caps, you're yelling at that person. So that's email internet etiquette 101 is not to use all caps. I'm old school. Yeah, I'd ask about the box, but here's the thing, because she makes me feel like you don't need to just go and be like, hey, what about this silver box? Like you have to roundabout ask about it. Does that make sense? You have to like not come out and ask. In fact, I almost wouldn't ask. I would just kind of watch around at somebody's house when you're there. Because here's what I just heard. If you make it obvious that you want the box or that you want to see the box, then the box will disappear. So just kind of look for the box. I don't know if she has an inset of shelves in her wall, but what she's showing me is the box is on, it's on a shelf. I would say second one up, about chest level to me. I'm 5'4", so probably about 4 foot high. Shelf is about here, and they're dark tan. I would say oak or something like that, because they're like that medium brown color shelf. You know what I mean? So if I'm facing the shelf and I don't feel like the shelf is very wide, I feel like it may be about 3 feet or so. I really feel like they're inset in the wall. You know, those built-in shelves. It's over here to the right. So like here's the side of the shelf and it sits right about here, about 4 or 5 inches from the end of the shelf. Does that make sense? And it's just kind of sitting back there. But like I said, it's only, the box is only about this big, but it stands up. It's got little legs on it. I don't know why she's really obsessed with the box. I don't know why. She's really obsessed with the box. Yes, let's go to Portugal. Let's go to Portugal. I have a feeling that she told me specifically where it was because you could probably see it in a picture. Just saying. But roundabout ask about the box. It was important to her. It was important to her. So what's up? She showed me her hair again. Did she have to cut her hair? Because when I see the hair, when I see her hair cut short, it makes me sad. So did she have to cut her hair? Because I don't understand what's up with the hair. She didn't have to cut it. I don't understand what's up with her hair, because she showed me it very short, like pixie cut short, and she didn't like it. So that's why I was asking if she had to cut her hair or if somebody else had her cut her hair. But it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. So I assume you know who this is then. She showed me the red again. I like when she shows me the red. It's very mesmerizing. I could watch it over and over. So I assume you know who this is. Okay. So was this more for you or was it more for your mom? I know your mom, that you said she was going first, but was it more for you or was it more for her that you needed to hear that about the box? So I saw somebody just ask if I practice light or dark magic. There technically is no light or dark magic, guys. The universe requires balance. And if you walk oh, gotcha, love. Sorry. If you walk a path, especially like I do, I'm a very shamanic practitioner. There is no light or dark. Everything is equal. Everything is gray. And every good is a little bad and every bad is a little good. It all evens out in the long run. So, gotcha. I didn't know if I was talking to you or mom. So, okay. So then I assume this was for you. So I'm glad you know who this is. I don't know what the red is, but it's fantastic. I need to know, what is the red? What do I keep seeing this red material? What is this? Did she dance? Like, I don't understand, but it's fantastic. Like, I just want to watch it. I just want to watch it. I don't want her to go away. I just want to live in this red doing this. She liked red. Like that really bright, like fire engine red, like almost like this. It's like that, but it's material that she's showing me. I really like her. Like, once you get to know her, once you got past that kind of like first response, I guess, she really kind of, it's interesting because she kept me in an arm's distance for just a minute. And then she was like, oh, okay, here. It's really funny. So she like tried to put up a good wall, and then, nah, no wall. Oh yeah. She's definitely squishy on the inside. What's up with this promise that the two of you made to each other? What's up with this contract you two have? Because this is a soul contract that you have with her. She's still honoring it. I'm just letting you know. Whatever it was, the two of you promised each other, or whatever she promised you, etc., she's still honoring that. She's still there. Like, she's not going anywhere. And how is she related to the man with the trees? Because he absolutely kind of bowed out. Okay, gotcha. Oh, hey, Andrea, we'll get you some rest, love. Gotcha. She seems like a very fantastic lady. She just showed me a yellow cake with white piping around the edges. Like a very, very soft lemon cake. What's up with lemon cake? Now I want lemon cake. Y'all's people got to quit showing me sugar. Y'all's people got to quit showing me sugary shit, because now I want sugary shit. She literally showed me, I would say it's a smaller cake, but it's like a very, very pale yellow, but it has like a white thing around that top. But it's absolutely lemon. It's fantastic. Hello in Norway. Thank you for the flower. I know, right, Andrea? Now I want lemon cake. Like, I want lemon cake now. It's fantastic. Okay. Traditional birthday cake. Got you. Well, I guess if you wanted to make sure that was her, there you go. Yeah, I want lemon cake now. Damn it. Y'all's people are going to make my sugar skyrocket. That's so funny. That's so funny. Well, Miss Cheyenne, are you ready for your turn, sugar? Thank you for letting me meet her. Tell me her name. Tell me what her name is. I mean, now that I've had her birthday cake, what's her name? Sal. Is that right? Sal? My nose is itchy. Ah! It's very pretty. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, thank you for letting me meet her. She's very sweet. She's kind of hanging around. She's kind of hanging around. Well, Miss Cheyenne, are you ready? What the heck was that noise? Almost sounded like fireworks. Oh, I appreciate that, love. I love mediumship readings. They really wear me out, but I absolutely love doing them. So Miss Cheyenne, I'm asking him to show me something different this time. So it's funny that sometimes there are a few of you guys that when I'm talking to people about mediumship and things like that, there are a few of y'all's people that I mentioned. One is Lorianne Brown's dad with the blue clock. One is Kathy Mazelle's mom with the hallway. Like, that's how I know it's them. Like, they show me that particular thing. And then the other is with the trees and seeing the trees and laying down and looking up at the trees. So there, just so you know, he's always right there. So, okay. So he's showing me, it's like a blue, it's blue and it's metal and it's like a box. I'm trying to see if this is a house or if this is actually like a box, because thank you, Miss Andrea. He it's very faded, like the metal is rusted a little bit on the edges. It's not a truck or anything like that. It's actually a box. I'm just trying to, okay, it's a box. It's a box. I don't know if it's like an old Foot Locker or it's a big metal box, and it's a bright medium blue, but like I said, the edges have some rust on them. So I have a feeling it's been out in a garage for a while. Okay. So here's what he just showed me, and I'm going to describe it to you, because he showed me the trees, obviously. So I know, like, I can smell them this time. But when I come out of the grove of trees, there's like a small, I would say a little field where I have a feeling it's kept mowed pretty regularly, but at this right now, it's about this high, what he's showing me. And across there is a house, and I see a truck right here, but the box is in the garage, and I don't understand. I kind of have a feeling this is like a toolbox. but it's in the garage. Like it's been in the garage for a while, like so long that I don't know that I'd pick it up because the bottom would probably come out of it. So I don't know if that box means something to you, if you recognize the box, but it's in the garage. It's in the garage. Y'all are gonna have to forgive me here. My sugar's been wonky today. My sugar's been wonky today. Hi, Brooke. I'd have to go back and watch it, girl, because I don't really remember them. I do so many. I try to do mediumship reads maybe once every other week. I used to do them every week, but they wear me out, guys. They wear me the hell out. Okay, he's showing me the field with the truck and the house again. What's this house that it's? He keeps showing me that the house is brown. Like it's brown. It's wood. So I hope you're still here, Miss Cheyenne. I haven't seen you pop up. Don't mind me, just a diabetic checking their sugar. No big deal. His house in Portugal. Okay. Yeah, because the house is interesting, but I can see it when I come out of the trees. Like when I come out of the trees, the tree line. So thank you, Miss Casey. So when I come out of the tree line, like that was one of his favorite views. And he's showing me the box again. So I want to ask you a question about this, because I know you said that you were going to ask her about his house there. I kind of get the feeling that either she feels like he's not around or she's missing him terribly right now. There's an anniversary or something right here. Something they used to celebrate together, whatever. She needs the sign from him. She needs the sign from him. So I don't know. He's showing me that box again. There's something important in the box, and he doesn't want to show me inside the box. He just wants to show me this box. It's literally like a toolbox, but it's blue. And like I said, it's rusted around the edges. I don't know if it was one passed down to him. It's old as shit. Like I'm afraid to even look at it and it might disintegrate. It's that old. But I have a feeling that she has a picture like this. Okay. She has a picture of this, of looking from the tree line at the house with the garage and the truck. Like he took a picture of it. So I'm trying to wrap my head around what he just showed me because it doesn't make any sense. Okay. And I know there's a little bit of a language barrier too. So I'm going to try to describe. It's almost like I saw, the peppermint candies, they're red and white. I saw that, but it's not that candy. Is it taffy? It's candy. It's sweet, but it's not the peppermint candies. I don't understand. I don't know what this is, because he also showed me this bright, like bubblegum pink color at the same time. Twizzlers. Okay. I was going to say, I'm trying to figure out what he's showing me, because it's just interesting. It's just, I know it's not one of those candies. Did you buy them today? Because he's making me feel like I'm holding it in my hand. Like he's literally making me, I feel like I've got it now. Like I have it now. So did you buy some today? That was his candy. Okay. whatever this is he's talking about right now, either you have right now or you just bought, or something you thought of him when you bought it. And it's red and white. I don't think it's not long. It's not like candy cane long or anything. He's showing me that. He's showing me it again. Okay. I'm not wordsing it correctly. I appreciate that he's not getting frustrated with me. I like it. Because sometimes they get frustrated with me when I can't words correctly what they're showing me. He's not. He's trying to figure out the right way to show it to me so I can describe it to you. Because what he showed me was like the red and white candy, but then he kind of elongated it slightly. Did he have different tins, like metal tins of like nuts and bolts and things like that? Because for some reason, I almost feel like this is a tin, like a metal tin. Does that make sense? Okay. I almost feel like this is a tin because when he showed me the candy, he stretched it like this. I would say it's about this size and about that big around. And the lid's kind of rounded like that. Maybe it is a Christmas tin. I don't know. But it's red and white. The lid is striped red and white. Now he's happy. Okay. I got it. Okay. That's what he's showing me. It's a 10. For some reason, I feel like it's a carousel. It's got, a carousel on the outside, and the top is like a circus. So I would say this is a pretty ornate little tin. I don't know why he's showing me. He's not wanting to tell me what's in it or anything. He's just showing me this tin. And he's only showing me that one specifically. And now he's showing me blue jeans. Okay. Do you know? So you said, I know exactly what you mean. Do you know what 10 I'm talking about? One of the things I love about him is he is very, very visual. Okay. So you do know what 10, yay! Because he was happy once I got the top. He was happy with me. I understood what he was saying. So I love that he's a very, very visual person. Like he's very, very visual. Okay. Got you. That does make a lot of sense. He's like super vivid with his colors and his placement, and he doesn't get frustrated with me when I can't words it correctly. So I'm glad I worked through that a little bit, because I was like, he showed me the peppermint and then he elongated it. So, okay. I don't know what's up with the 10, but it's obviously important. Was it one of his favorites, or is it one that you have? I almost want to cry that I got that. Do you know? Because it took me a minute. It's your favorite. So do you have it? This is why I love doing mediumship readings so much. This is why I love doing them so much. So one thing I would say is, I'm waiting to see if you have it, and then I'm going to take a drink. Okay. So one of the things that I would say is, A, he obviously knew you had it and wanted me to make sure to acknowledge that. But B, is that the thing you think of the most, like your connection to him? Because he was very specific with that. I would love to see a picture of it. I would love to see a picture of it. I would love to see it. because he showed it to me so plainly. Like once I got the top, he showed me the sides. But I think that's his has Uno cards in it. That's funny. That's funny. Did you used to play cards with him? So some of the things he pulled up in here, because he wants me to acknowledge a couple of the cards that pulled up, and he doesn't want me to, he just wants me to tell you what the cards are, because apparently they'll make sense to you. So you ready? It's going with the flow to protect your future and paying attention to the anomalies in your path. Okay. Well, I'm so sorry you didn't get to play cards with him. So did those cards make sense? Because something's up with you stressing really hard about things. And that's why he specifically was like, okay, now read her these. Okay. I'm glad they made sense to you, love. So he's there, obviously watching the 10, watching you. Thank you for letting me talk to him again. I love how visual he is. It makes me so happy. It makes me like super happy. Good. I'm so glad it was the exact message she needed. Yay. That makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Well, Miss Carrie Beeman, you ready? Thank you guys for all the gifts. Y'all are so sweet. So yeah, if you guys would ever like to see me live in person doing a mediumship reading, I have tickets on the site there. All you got to do is go grab you one. I may add one in. Well, may is not the right word. I will be adding one in Sedona and in Albuquerque in September and October, or August and September. I just don't know what days yet. Okay. So it's funny you asked about Sedona. I don't know what days yet. I've got to look at that this week. So, hey, Ashley, can you look at these candles? Like, I don't know what I'm smelling. I have candles going over here. Like, did it just catch some herbs on fire? Or did some herbs burn? Or no? I wonder what I'm smelling then. Okay. As long as nothing's wrong, I don't care. Let it go. It's just weird. So I was like, okay. All right. Miss Carrie. So I will be in Seattle in October. I will be in Portland, Oregon on the second to last weekend of October. And then Halloween weekend, I'll be in Seattle, guys. Y'all in Seattle have me. I was planning to be in New Orleans, but y'all have me in Seattle. So you better take advantage of it. I'm just saying. So, all right. Ready? Miss Carrie. Wow, you have a very hardcore lady here. Like, she is serious. Okay. So this lady here is very, not saying she's serious all the time, but she's just very serious. So I will be in Oklahoma City next weekend. If you guys are in Oklahoma City or around the area where you want to travel to Oklahoma City, I will be there next weekend at Oklahoma City PopCon. And I do have a shamanic mediumship event the night before. So if you guys want tickets to that, you can go grab them on my website. You can get an in-person ticket with me for, a reading or whatever at the PopCon. It does not include your entry into the PopCon, but Yes. So Carrie, she's like super no nonsense lady. Okay. The thing she's showing me and the way she makes me feel is super connected to the earth, super connected ancestrally, super connected to her practice, to her beliefs. Excuse me. So, not only is there's also several things here, several things in these cards that talk about memory. And I don't take that as she lost hers. I take that as there's a massive amount of memories between the two of you. She's older. She's been gone a little while, but not. And I just got the number 7. I don't understand what 7 is, but maybe you do. So I'm kind of curious because the things she's showing me have a very Native American feel to them. The things she's showing me has a very, very Native American feel. All of the readings for last night are done, and they are on YouTube, guys. There's also a lot of wings here. Not flying, not flight, not birds, just wings. She's just showing me little things. So I'm like, okay, I got you. So I'm waiting to kind of see some of you guys, some of your comments pop up, Carrie. That is crazy about your ring, love. With her in particular, I think she talked to the birds. Did she talk to the birds? Or did she have birds? I don't understand the birds. She keeps showing me wings. And when I see the wings, they're really, really comforting. But these are not like angel wings or something like that. Like they're literally bird wings. So what I love about this is you've been thinking of her a lot lately. She's popped in your head a lot lately. Is she Native American? Does she have that kind of upbringing? She was very, very connected to it. You're welcome, love. Because that's kind of the feel she keeps giving me. Or she really loved that culture. She really loved those things. Okay. So I don't understand that feeling. She's super, super connected as far as the earth and stuff goes. So what's up with the wings? Because she keeps showing me the birds. And what's funny is like, okay, so one of the decks I'm using is my crow deck. There are literally her second husband was. Okay. So, I mean, one deck has crows in it. They're literally on everyone. But every other card she pulled has wings on it. Did she shift her way of thinking when she married him? Because there is a shift here. There's a shift from one way of looking at the world to another. She's very serious. Like, she's like, here's this, and here's this, and here's this. And she's like not giving me anything little. Like, she's literally making me work for all of this. She showed me the number 7 again. So I don't know what the number 7 is to you. It's obviously important because she showed me again. And it's just 7. Because I was trying to ask and see, okay, is it like 74? Is it like 70? You know, like it's just 7. So I don't understand what 7 is. Then she showed me like holly and holly berries. So Christmas is obviously important. Okay. Is that why I said 74? What's up with Christmas? Because here's the thing. When she showed me the holly and the holly berries, that's what she showed me. I didn't see gifts. I didn't see a big celebration. It's just the feel of Christmas, but there's no celebration there. Did she pass away around Christmas? Okay. That's fucking funny. That's funny. Okay. Thank you for the gifts, love. Because I was like, I don't understand this. There's no celebration around the holly. There's no celebration around it. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Well, it makes more sense now because I was trying to work through it. Like, I don't know why you're showing me the holly. Okay. So what's up with all the memories? Because she keeps pointing back to the memories. Have you kind of been falling down memory lane lately? Is that what it is? Photos, etc. Because that's I'm curious. Like, she kind of paused for a minute now that I'm asking. Because I don't think that it's so much dreams. I don't think that it is it's literally memories. Like, she's on your mind continually lately. Sort of. Okay. There's something there that's important that she's trying to remind you of. Because whenever I get pointed back to these two cards they literally have the word memory on them, when she points me back to them, it's something important that she taught you that I don't think you forgot. It's just for some reason it's back here somewhere, and it should be out here. It's something specific she taught you. She really took care of a ton of people that were down on their luck. That's so funny. When I say that, I mean, she didn't just like go give people money. She would go out of her way to help friends and stuff like that. Okay. And she brings me back to the word memory. And then she showed me, I put that in air quotes because I don't know how else to explain it, but I keep seeing earth and dirt and things like that. And I don't understand that, but maybe you do. And it's a deeper, rich dirt. I don't know if it's potting soil or what, but it's really a dark color. It really, she keeps bringing me back to this revelation too. There's a card here it's a revelation, but she doesn't want to tell me what this revelation is. So she has a hard time communicating. But what's funny is, like I said, I don't feel like it's the memory. It's something it's almost like she can't connect very well. Have you felt disconnected from her lately? Okay. Because it's really weird. It's really weird. I don't feel like she's around other people. She's just having a problem connecting, and I don't understand why. I don't think she understands why. So here's my other question. your abilities and your gifts and stuff, have they felt diminished lately? Because a lot of people have either had their gifts and stuff feel like they're being squished, or they're through the roof and they can't handle themselves. It's one or the other. So is it that you're okay? Okay. Well, here's the thing. She's there. She's there. It's just she's just having a hard time connecting, but she is there. The wings are obviously important. So I'm glad that you understood the wings, because they're obviously important. And I have a feeling that those are the signs that she's sending your way for you to pay attention to. So those are her. Whatever the wings are, those are her. Those are her. So she loved birds. Yeah, those are her. So she is there all the time, sweetheart. She is there all the time. So when you're seeing the wings, that's her, until your connection comes back, if that makes sense. It's kind of her way of saying, hey, I'm still here. I'm still here. So she made me work for that. She made me work for that, Carrie. She made me work for that. I'm just letting you know. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. She made me work for that. So, guys, no, my Instagram was not hacked. That is an imposter. They are using copyrighted material and trademarked material. They just cut my trademark off. So if you guys are getting messages on Instagram from this person, please report and block them. Okay. Thank you for the gifts, guys. All right, Miss Christina. Well, I'm so glad that I could at least get that from her, Carrie. But it is frustrating, though. I'm so sorry that your gifts are being squished, because I know how frustrating that is. And when you have someone that's there and you're communicating with all the time, and then suddenly you can't communicate with them, it's really frustrating. So that's her way of telling you that she's there. She's still there all the time. She hasn't gone anywhere. Just the communication is off. Miss Christina, I can't pronounce your last name, and I will absolutely murder it. So I'm not going to try. Keuch. So my pie stone is blue serpentine. It's hard to find. So when my friend gets them in stock, I pretty much buy everyone he has. So if and when I get them, I put them on the side, just so you guys know. All right, Miss Christina. It's funny, like I'm looking at the cards in front of me and I'm pulling information from him, and he keeps bringing me back to this card on the end, which is it's not even so much the card and what the card means. It's that there's cigarettes all over the card. Here. This is what he's showing me. He keeps pointing me to the cigarettes. It's funny. Yeah, guys, anytime someone that says they're me is messaging you for a reading, this goes for any of you guys, it is not me. Please report them. Okay? Feel free to waste their time, because they're wasting your time. They're wasting my time. Feel free to play with them and waste their time, and then report and block them. Okay? So with him, he keeps showing me the cigarette. So it's funny. So I assume that means he's a smoker, or was a smoker. He kind of lost himself when he was here. Okay. He lost himself when he was here. And by that, I mean, spiritually. I don't think that he really gave himself the opportunity to fully follow what he wanted to do spiritually, where he was going spiritually, etc. I would bet that he was probably raised pretty hardcore Christian, and he never felt comfortable with it. He's also a very, very proud dude. Like, he's not ever going to admit that he's wrong. Not only is he never going to admit that he's wrong, but saying I'm sorry is just like not even in the realm of words that he can pronounce. It's kind of funny. But even though he never fully followed this spiritual path that he was connected to, like, he was really extremely connected. So that also gives me the feeling that he either drank a lot or did drugs or something like that, because he had and I don't mean to say that in a bad way or whatever, but he really had a lot of gifts. It's like he couldn't shut his mind off. So that's why he drank, or, you know what I mean, smoked and did all the things, because he couldn't shut the gifts off. He couldn't shut his mind off. So he's showing me a beard. And it's dark, so dark brown or black. He also has kind of a round face. Not just kind of like mine's kind of square. It's kind of like that. Just kind of a bigger, burly guy. Okay. So he showed me like being a bigger, burly guy, and then being skinny, and then burly guy and skinny. So I have the feeling that his weight fluctuated a little bit. What's funny is I don't think that it was super noticeable, but he felt like everybody saw him one way or the other. So I'm trying to pull other things that will help figure out who this is for you. He keeps bringing me back to the smoking. It's really funny. So I'm trying to watch for your comments too, Christina, and just if this is resonating, you know what I mean? Like yes or no with you. So you know who this is then. Okay. So what's up with the seeing himself in two completely different ways? Did he lose a bunch of weight at one point? What I'm interested in too is that he smoked a lot. Okay. All right. Yeah, because he kept bringing me back to the cigarettes. And I'm like, okay. I'll mention it again. It's kind of funny. You definitely did things his way. It's really funny. He's that he's that like say it. Like he's just like, again, he's very like not pushy, but you know what I mean? He's like do it. Like he's I need to do what he's saying. It's really funny. Yeah, he didn't show me fat, just big shoulder, just kind of a normal dude. You know what I mean? Like he didn't show me fat at all, but he felt like he was either normal or super skinny. Like he kept showing me that. That's why I asked if he lost a bunch of weight, because did he have pretty good sized shoulders? Because he keeps showing me this, like these big shoulders and kind of a bigger chest. Not big. I don't know how to explain it. Like just a big dude, just a muscular dude. There we go. Muscular dude. Let me say it that way. But yeah, it is funny. He's like, I want you to say this again. Like it's kind of funny. So with him, the connective part, he's bringing me back to again. Okay. He's bringing me back to it again. Like him being able to be connected and see things and so on. And then I heard the word dreams. And then I feel like it's like what, okay, I'm just going to say feel because it's the only way I can describe it. Have you been having dreams? It's almost like you feel like they're prophetic dreams. And then you see him, or you see him and then they're a prophetic dream. I don't know which one it is, but he keeps showing me, like, I feel like the two are tied together. Does that make sense to you? All the time? Okay. So when these dreams are happening, do they actually happen in real life? Because you know when they're that kind of dream. Like, you know. Are you writing these down and recording them? Because he's really concerned with you paying attention to them. Like he was telling me, talk about the cigarettes again. Talk about the cigarettes again. Like, he's really concerned with you noticing these dreams. And it's not even noticing him. It's noticing the dreams and noticing what's going on. They feel very real. Okay. Are you thank you, Greg. Right back at you, love. Are you writing them down or paying attention to them? Because that's like one of the main things that he's pointing out. Okay, good. Good. So once I saw you say yes, he said the word guide. So in these dreams, is he helping to guide you through these things, or is he just kind of there next to you? Because I get the feel that he's your guide right now in these dreams, walking you through them. He had these kind of dreams. And I think he talked to you about them a lot, but you don't know quite the extent of how much he had them. I think that it's almost like he didn't want to tell people how much he had these dreams and how much he actually saw and knew was coming or whatever, because he didn't want people to think weird of him or think less of him or something like that. But he always had these dreams. So it's kind of like losing him, this trauma of losing him has opened that in you even more. And so he's your guide and trying to walk you through them. So thank you, Miss Daphne Pooh. I have a feeling he's there every single night. Almost every single night when you dream, he's there. Okay, good. I'm glad that you know I'm glad you know he's there. I'm glad you know he's a guide, and I'm glad you're paying attention to these dreams because, like I said, he's very concerned about them, about what you're seeing. So you need to make sure that if you're seeing things about people around you, you need to be letting them know. Yeah. So yeah, he's an interesting character. Yeah, he's an interesting character. Thank you, Sugar. That absolutely sounded redneck, didn't it? Thank you, Sugar. Thank you for letting me meet him, Christina. I'll try to do these about every 2 weeks, guys, but I will let you know if you guys want to see me in person and attend one of these in person. I do them when I travel. So thank you, Miss Daphne. You're welcome, Miss Christina. Thank you for letting me meet him, love. All right, Miss Jennifer Valverde. Where are you at, love? Ooh, what's up with the shells? They're pretty. That one's very pretty. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what these things are. I'm looking at the thing on the top, like match to do this and that. And I'm like, what? I don't have any idea what this is. Oh, thank you, Ian. Y'all are so sweet. All right, Miss Jennifer. Okay. So when I turn these cards over, I started hearing the song Dark Lady from Cher in my head. All of these cards are dark. Now, I don't mean dark as in bad. Thank you, Miss Leanne. I don't mean dark as in like evil or bad, just the colors. You know what I mean? And she really loves Cher. It's funny. Like she's showing me Cher when she was younger, you know, like the long straight hair and things like that. I think that she really loved that look and wanted to look like that. I think she probably did look like that a little bit because that's what she keeps showing me. But this right here, she literally considered herself kind of a dark lady, basically, but not like in an evil way. She was really connected. She was a night owl. She's really connected with the dark. She's really connected with darker colors. The very first card she pulled is Mother Jaguar. Like, this is a very, very strong-willed woman. Like, you didn't tell her no. You didn't tell her you can't do something. She's also hyper-focused. If she got hyper-focused on something or she wanted to do something, it was happening, period. It's happening. Just let it happen. She's going to do it anyway. And she really was good at letting a lot of stuff just roll off her back. She didn't, people's words didn't bother her really. So what I'm curious about here, she just showed me beads. I thought they were black at first, but I think they're really, really dark blue. Maybe lapis, or they're really dark blue. They're really pretty. Okay. So is any of this resonating with you before I say the other things that she's showing me? She's being very deliberate with what she shows me. Does that make sense, I guess? She's doing everything very specifically. Like this, then this, then this, then this. Because the dress she just showed me, it's funny because it's a kid's dress, but when I saw it and she's in it, and then she morphed herself up into this, like, I would say early 20s. So this dress that she showed me, and let me describe the dress. It's one of the ones that has like the square neckline like this. The dress is, I'm gonna say, is a navy blue color. And it's got, I don't think it's lace, but it's like white around it, but it's a very square bodice. It's like, it's literally a kid's dress. I would say the skirt probably comes about mid-calf. I would almost say this is a handmade dress, that somebody made this for her. But it's a dress that she really loved it. So she kept it for a very long time. I'm trying to get more for you so we can figure out who this is, because I saw you said that you weren't recognizing who this is. So when she's showing me herself, she's showing me herself in, I would say, late 70s era feel. Like that's the feel I get to her. So a lot of times they show me when they were happiest, if that makes sense, when they felt the most alive, like their glory days. Because she's showing me very long, straight hair. She's showing me, yeah, she keeps showing me share, and I don't. I think she keeps showing me share. So I think that's what she aspired to look like. Does that make sense? Sorry, my son's home, so the dog's gonna bark. So I don't know if this would be your mom's mom. I would bet this is somebody. I would say this is somebody that's probably in their 50s or 60s, or would be in their 50s or 60s. Well, no, maybe a little later than that, 70s or 80s, because I keep forgetting that my own mom would be in her late 70s at this point. So, okay. So, would this have been in the 80s? Because this heyday time of her life is like what she's showing me. I'm pinpointing as late 70s, maybe early 80s. Okay. Like that's the feel she's giving me as the 70s. Like that's where I keep going back to is 70s. So, okay. So with her in particular, and I'm glad that this is on YouTube so you can watch it later, or your mom can watch it later. You do that. Because there's a lot here that there's a lot of necessity and focus here. With this necessity and focus, it is, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. I don't know if there's something specific with your mom or them not getting to say anything to each other. I mean, it's obvious that they didn't get to say goodbye, but there's something there that needs to be reconciled. So I don't know if maybe they had words right before this or what happened. There's something that still has to be reconciled that she's trying to help out with. Still. Oof. Gotta love being diabetic when you have to take medicine and it crashes your sugar. My sugar's not crashing, but it like has gone down like 150 points in an hour and a half. And so I'm like, whoo, feeling kind of woozy. Y'all gonna get to see me eat Oreos in a minute. But there's something specific that she's trying to reconcile, or help reconcile. A lot of the imagery here is very, very strong, like very strong-willed. So here's what I'd be curious about. I would be curious what the share connection is, because this whole time I have heard Dark Lady in my head the whole damn time. But I would ask your mom about the Jaguar, because she keeps bringing me back to that card. She keeps bringing me back to the Jaguar card. There's some connection with the Jaguar with your mom. I have a feeling that your mom also sees her when she needs to really focus on something. And suddenly she's there to help her, like, this is the focus. This is the focus. This is where you go. Because she's very, very focused on something right now, which then makes me wonder if your mom's going through something a little tough because, ooh, Ashley for the win. I need some mint Oreos. Y'all don't love mint Oreos. I don't know if we can be friends. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So I have a feeling your mom's going through something a little tough right now. Whether you know it or not, whether she's made it very vocal or not. They have fudge covered mint Oreos. Why would you tell me that? Why would you tell me that? But I would ask her, honey. I would ask her. The Jaguar is important, and so is the share connection. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's dealing with something that she's not telling anybody about. That's why she's coming up. I have a feeling it's probably something that she doesn't want to worry you guys about, and that's her sister's kind of telling on her right now. Like, check on your mom, because she's not being forthcoming with what's up. But I wouldn't approach it like that. Like, what the fuck's going on, mom? Like, I wouldn't approach it like that. But yeah. I would probably start off by asking about her and if she likes share. Because like I said, I the whole time have her dark lady in my head. Just like I could sit here and sing it to y'all, but I won't. I promise I won't. She's really a strong-willed lady. And I hate that we live in the timeline where she's no longer here. So I'm sorry that you didn't get to know her. And I am curious about the Jaguar, because the Jaguar connection is very interesting. The Jaguar is strength and perseverance, but it's a massive amount of feminine energy and feminine power. So she's still there lifting your mom up, boosting your mom up, especially when she's really down. You know what I mean? When she's really down. So. And you're very welcome, Miss Jen. All right, Miss Vicky Pastalone. Thank you, love. Yes, I would love to know. I would love to know if she liked Dark Lady, if that was one of her favorite songs, because I love the song. Don't get me wrong. So I'm good hearing it in my head, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to hear just the chorus over and over. I want to hear the whole song. Yes, please do. All right. Miss Vicky. Ready, love? YouTube live right now, so you can always go back and watch them later. Like I said, guys, if you would like to get tickets to any of my in-person mediumship events, then they are on my site. You can grab you one. Yeah, it's a good share song. It's definitely one of my favorites. All right. Oh, Half Breed's a good one too. Y'all are going to make me have a share night. Stop it. Usually it's always a Stevie night in here, or Stevie day, I guess, because I'm usually working at night. Anyway, I digress. Miss Vicky. Man, see, now I'm going to have to go in search of fudge-covered mint Oreos tomorrow. Shit. Shit. All right. I gotta watch this. So, Miss Vicky, the first thing with this lady, it's balance. Like, she didn't want 4 cards, she wanted 5, so they would be evenly balanced with a prop in the middle. It's funny. Like, she specifically showed me balance scales. On one side is very responsible, very paying attention to your path, very logical, or you know what I mean, like on it. On the other side, however, is like displacement and freedom and doing whatever the fuck you want. It's really funny. It's like complete opposites, which makes me wonder if this lady's not a Gemini. So, oh, now we're going to start hearing music. Okay. All right. Cool. So here's what I hear with this lady. You ready for this? Devil with the blue dress on is what just started playing in my head. In other words, this lady was very, very proper when she was out in front of everybody. When she needed to be during the day, she was super proper. And when she let loose, like, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. She had to be super proper. She's showing me an older lady with kind of the really nice, cute little beehive, and it's silver. And I say beehive, but it's not really. It's just very, very perfectly shaped. She's also showing me glasses. Like literally, if I didn't know this side over here, if I didn't see this, I would think she was like born a librarian, always been a librarian, died a librarian. Like that's what she looks like. But she does have a very gentle energy, even with this hardcore stuff over here. She's super responsible. She's super committed to everybody around her. But man, can she cut a rug. I also get the feeling that she's pretty tall. So what she kind of showed me was when she was in front of me and I saw the hair and the glasses, it's like she kind of went like this up above me, like rose up like that, like not floated, but just got really tall. So that's how I know that she was proud of her height. Because I know some tall girls don't like being tall because everybody makes fun of them or whatever. She was very proud of her height. So I'm waiting to see, Miss Vicky, if you're here. So okay. She has an interesting brain. She has a very, very interesting brain. I have a feeling that she had an extremely high IQ because the way that she's showing me things and the way her thought process is like super logical, like geometric shape, logical kind of thing. Like this lady is extremely intelligent. She's extremely intelligent. I would not be surprised if she was a teacher or a professor because she's extremely intelligent. Extremely intelligent. And she's not just that, you know how some intelligent people are condescending to other people, especially if they have to teach them something. She's not. Like she really loves to show people things, to teach people things, etc. Like she loved it. She's still doing it. So Yeah, I'm waiting to see if Miss Vicky is here so she can tell me if she recognizes this or not. If not, I'm just going to keep saying what I'm seeing, and she can watch it on YouTube, and hopefully she'll get the message that she needs to, because this lady is very interesting. This lady is very interesting. This is the kind of woman that I could sit and talk to for hours on end about the universe, because I don't get the feel she's very religious, but she knows enough about it. She also knows enough. There's Vicky. She also knows enough about spiritual things. Like, she reads a lot. She reads a lot. I also get the feeling she's very eclectic. Very, very eclectic in things in her home and so on. I don't feel like she was married. She kind of gives off that I'm good by myself vibe. But I mean, I could be wrong. She's just not giving me the feel that she's married. So now I'm curious if she had kids, because she's really focused on learning, on her brain, on expanding her knowledge. And she keeps showing me books. So I have a feeling she had a lot of books in her house. So I'm curious about that. So I'm waiting to see if that stuff resonated with you, or if you recognize any of that. If you guys have never watched me do mediumship reads, normally I'm not eating Oreos, but okay. I don't get the feel that she had kids or ever got married, and was just fine with that. Okay. Yeah, because she showed me like shelves and shelves of books over literally every single thing. So did she pass away when you were little? Oreos, mint Oreos, Kelso. Ah. Okay. Okay. So what's funny is with her, and the reason I asked if she passed away when you were little, is because this is how I know she's a very intelligent lady. The way she told me that she's your guide is she showed me you as a chess piece and her pushing you where you need to go. Like that. And pushing isn't the right word. It's guiding, but she's just, you know what I mean? Like, she's just nudging. There we go. But she showed me you as the white queen, moving you around the board where you needed to be. So that leads me to this question. When you have big decisions to make, is it almost like you have somebody in your ear that's very logically working things out for you? And Kelso, I will not spit out the Oreo. So if you weren't here a while ago, Kelso, my sugar dropped like over 150 points. Actually, about 175 points within an hour and a half. So it kind of, I don't recommend it. I don't like that feeling at all. I don't like it. So she's literally helping you along, Miss Vicky. Like, she's nudging you. She sees you as the queen. as the there's always white and black on the chessboard. She sees you as the white queen over here. So now I'm curious if she had a chessboard in her house, because like she really she was very vivid with that, with showing me, kind of nudging you where she wanted you to go. If that makes sense. So this reading isn't even really messages for your mom or anybody like that. It's literally for you. It's for you. So it's to let you know that she has a really special connection with you. I thought I was going to yawn, but I didn't. It was just another deep breath. She has a very special connection with you. And it's literally like right here on your right side, when you have a very intense decision to make, she's like, here's this and this and this and this and this and this and this. It's almost like she literally lays everything out in a list for you, so you know exactly how to make the decision. Okay, good. I'm so glad that you understood, because when she was showing it to me, I mean, she literally shows me like she sets everything out on a list for you very logically. So she's assigned herself as one of your spirit guides. I think she really enjoyed you as a kid, love. And that's why you guys have some kind of bond, and that's why she assigned herself as a spirit guide for you. So she's definitely a cool old eclectic lady. She's a very cool old eclectic lady. So was she tall, or do you remember? Miss Morgan Henning, you ready? So I have Morgan, Tiffany, Lena, Lorianne, Tabitha, Queen Renee, and Crystal. Hey, Miss Morgan, how are ya? Well, your lady's just going to show out right off the bat. All right, you got your flamboyant lady here. Gotcha. This is funny. She pulled out the sorcerer card right off the bat, and then the upper world, and then the mother of dawn, which is beauty and compassion. It's really funny. It's really funny. She pulled out some flamboyant cards right off the bat. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Moving out of stagnation. Okay, I got you. I got you, girl. Okay. Morgan, did you lose somebody when you were in high school? Did you lose a friend when you were in high school, when you were younger? Maybe just out of high school? I know that's a very general question. I just want a yes or no. No? Okay. Because the energy this lady gives off is younger. So let me describe what I'm seeing. I'm going to put that in air quotes and describe what I'm seeing. Or try, because she's okay. Let me just try because she literally is showing me power. It's almost like this bright blue orb. Her energy itself is almost overwhelming. Like her personality wise is almost overwhelming. So she had one of those personalities that you either absolutely loved her and you would do whatever the hell you could to do anything. Like you just wanted to be around her, or you hated her because she was so overwhelming. Like there was no in between. She's absolutely an energy well. Like she has She has more energy than she could ever get rid of when she was here. And she's kind of that way now that she's passed away. When she comes in, she almost overwhelms the whole room with energy. So she manipulates things like lights, radios, electronics. I would bet she also drains them too. And she thinks it's funny. Because when I said that, I heard the giggle. So she knows she does it. She knows she can do it, and she can do it on purpose. And she thinks it's funny. So she's also kind of a jokester. She's kind of a jokester. So here's what I would say. You know, a light that flickers a lot. Ask it questions. Just yes or no. Just yes or no questions. And I would be very easy. Like, 1 is yes, 2 is no, or 2 is no, 1 is yes, whatever. However you want to do it. Would ask it questions. Because I get the feeling that she plays with this a lot. She plays with it. Or if you're wanting to talk to her specifically, you can always get one of the flashlights that has the turn on the end. You turn it and just barely turn it to where all you got to do is tap it and it turns on. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm trying to get something of what she looked like. Because her energy is just interesting and almost overwhelming. So she reminds me of a client that I had that didn't know she was an energy well. She just knew that when she got upset, things would happen. And for some reason, I feel like I need to describe this client to you. It's not obviously my client or this lady that I know, but I have a feeling that she kind of looks like her, and that's why she's wanting me to describe her to you. So this lady, the one that I know, I would say she is probably about 5'8", 5'9". She's in her mid to late 50s. She has what you call sandy blonde hair, and it's about here. She's always outside, so she's really tan. Her face, she has the lines and all that stuff, but she's very fit. She takes care of herself. I have a feeling that's what this lady looks like. Or very, very close to it. I feel like her hair is probably a little shorter, but she's definitely always outside, definitely has the tan skin, and how when people are outside all the time and they have, like, you can see the good laugh wrinkles, you can see the smile wrinkles. Like, I have them, but I'm not outside all the time. But you know what I'm talking about. It's not that their skin looks bad. It's just, they've been outside all the time. They like to be outside. Like, that's her. But she just has a massive amount of energy. I'm glad you said that you think you know who this is. She has a massive amount of energy. It's really interesting. I've never had someone make me feel like I needed to describe a client, but apparently they look similar. And that's why she wanted me to describe it. She showed me lightning. She really plays with electricity. I'm not kidding. Okay, she passed away when you were 20. Okay. It just was weird. What she was showing me was somebody younger. And that's why I was like, let me just ask. Because, okay. Did you used to drive the back roads a lot? I don't know why I felt the need to ask that, but there you go. Is you a country girl, Morgan? Okay. Because that's kind of what I was seeing. And that's why I was like, did you lose somebody when you were like senior in high school or right after? Okay. All right. So did she used to ask you about that, or did you guys used to talk about that? because she was really specific with it. So, okay. Got you. Got you. Okay. So, do you know who this is? When I asked that, I wanted to cry because I think you do know who this is. Okay, good. I'm glad you know who this is. So, ask the light questions. Put very specific parameters on there with yes and no. You know what I mean? It's your grandma. Okay. Put very specific, like 1 for yes, 2 for no, whatever. And I'm also curious. She keeps playing a radio in my head. So I'm curious if you have radio stations that switch for no reason, or songs that switch for no reason when you've got things on. Because she's pretty powerful. She's definitely an energy well. Your car switches all the time? Okay. She just kept bringing me back to the music and the radio and the electricity. So that's why I was like, okay, I'll ask again. So, well, I would say that's her, because she thinks it's fascinating that she can do that. Like, she thinks it's awesome. So there you go. Well, I'm glad I got to meet her, Miss Morgan, and I'm glad that we got to figure that out. Because at first I was like, okay, well, all right, you're gonna make me work. You're gonna make me work. You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss Morgan. All right, Miss Tiffany Speed. I'm gonna chug some agua. Now some of us okay. I've said that the other day, and I was like, oh my God, that my Oklahoman just came out. I need some agua. Oh, goddamn. Shit. Thank you, guys. You're very, very sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I bought that from a lady that makes them. She usually goes to the Days of the Dead conventions, which I will be at the one in Indianapolis in July. I'll check it in just a minute. Look at you guys. Is your blood sugar going back up? I'll check it, Mom. I actually do need to check it. So I'll check it, and then I'll... So they put me on some steroids the other day because apparently I have a bunch of fluid in my ears. Hopefully that's what's been making me dizzy. And I just started them today because I forgot to pick them up, and then I forgot I had them, and I just forget shit. But they made my blood sugar go really high earlier, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't like it. Well, now I got to find a hand that didn't touch an Oreo. A finger that didn't touch an Oreo. The fun of being diabetic. Woohoo! Woo, it's 1:28. Guess we're going to eat another Oreo. Shit. Because when I checked it a while ago, it was 160. It had gone down from 281. Well, it went from 3 down to 281, down to 160. So that's why I feel like weird. Ooh. All the Oreos. That is a good thing about when your sugar goes down. You can just keep eating Oreos. Now I wish I had ice cream in there, like cookie dough ice cream. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I had a mouthful. Thank you for the gifts, love. I'm trying not to Polly Shore it and have food hanging out of my mouth. So waffles. I fucking love waffles. Okay. So whoever it was that told me to check my sugar, thank you, because that dropped a lot just in 30 minutes. I'm like, son of a bitch. So mine usually runs about 120 to 150, which I know is not ideal, but when it gets about 100, I start feeling like shit. So, all right. So about 10:15, I need to check it again. All right. So I take Januvia, but the steroid that I'm on right now for the water in my ears is got my blood sugar a little fucked up. I don't like it. Miss Tiffany, are you ready? You get the Polly Shore treatment with the mint Oreos. I love you too. Well, very matter-of-fact dude here, Miss Tiffany. Okay. Why do I feel like he's familiar? Okay. So, the cards he pulled here are interesting. Strength and support and a rush, like a rushed feeling. Like always rushing to do something. Does that make sense? Hurry up and wait. There we go. Okay, so military. Gotcha. Okay. The hurry up and wait thing's funny. He just rolled his eyes at me. I'll tell y'all, nothing will make you feel more crazy than doing mediumship readings. Nothing will make you feel more crazy than being a medium. Because in my mind, I just saw him roll his eyes at me when I was laughing about something. So there's also a contract here. There's a soul bond with the two of you. I don't get the feeling that he left when you two of you were not on good terms when he left. Because there's a distance there. And he's not about to say, I'm sorry yet. So, I don't understand the distance because it's not physical. It's more emotional. Okay. I have to talk about this last card and then we can talk about that. This last card is caching, which is stockpiling. There's something you're supposed to be saving, stockpiling right now. Like he's been nudging you to do it. I don't know what it is, but like I said, he's making me talk about it. He's making me talk about it. So, I don't know if that made sense. I mean, you don't have to say yes or no, but he's making me talk about it. So, sorry. There we go. Okay. He's a very hard-edged guy. Very firm, very matter of fact. He does not communicate a lot. He does not communicate very well. He's very gruff. In fact, I think he grunted at me. Like, when I said that he was hard-edged. There's a very military feel here to him. Not career military. Trying to be polite. So, military, but not career military. What he's showing me, I would say, is in his mid-50s, 54, 55. Well, showing isn't the right word. The feel I get from him is 54, 55. Maybe a little older. But I don't feel like he looked his age either. There's like all these hard layers to him. And then underneath is this little bitty tiny squishy part about this big. But you had to really work to get to that squishy part. With him too, he keeps showing me squares. What? I don't understand the squares. Excuse me. He keeps showing me squares, Tiffany. Regular square, big black thick line, neon. Like I don't understand okay, stop. I just keep seeing squares on top of squares and I don't understand. Because it's not a box, it's specifically squares. I don't understand what the squares mean. Like you know how when you take cards and you throw them like that, that's how I'm seeing them. It's just like square, square, square. It has to do with the caching. Okay. It has to do with the stockpiling. Okay. He is not making this easy. And I heard work for it, hun. That's so funny. So I will tell you, no, it's okay. Guys, when I'm reading for you, I really just want yes or no. I don't want you to tell me a lot of things. I just, you know what I mean? Just like yes or no or whatever, because it hones my skills to be able to words correctly what they're showing me. And it makes them give me better things to tell you. Because if I'm like, no, they're not going to help you. Like, you got to give me the stuff to give to them. So you know what I mean? So he is showing me like a broad chest. Like he's got a pretty good size set of shoulders on him. And I literally would say a barrel chest. That makes sense. Like a barrel chest. So yeah, it's kind of a temper. It's really funny. Like he's not mad. He's just irritated at me whenever I said that he needed to give me more information. He didn't like that. Thank you for the gifts, love. Yeah, he has a big barrel chest. Like he's just a big dude. Like you didn't tell him no. You didn't tell him no. Like, don't get me wrong. He's a good guy. He's just very set in his ways. This is how things are done. And like earlier with, I think it was Christine's husband with the like, you know, we do it this way. He wasn't just do it this way. It's being done my way, period. There was no my way or the highway. It was my way or my way. So, okay. And do you get the feeling that you wouldn't want to make him mad or cross him, though? So with him, he keeps coming back to this caching again. And the squares. I don't understand the squares. So, and he keeps showing me these 3 in particular. So I'm going to tell you again what they are. It's just a regular line, like if somebody took a pencil and drew it, okay? And it's on light blue. It's black on light blue. Okay. Did he have a lot of handkerchiefs? Because the other one, it's a big, thick black. But this other one is a neon square, but it's not like pink or whatever. It's just bright, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Like white, bright white. So that makes sense then, because I was like, I don't understand the squares. I don't understand the squares. So do you have 3 of them? Because like the colors he showed me were specific. Like one is light blue, one is black or dark blue. And then one is, I would say probably white, bright white. You have your grandma's. Okay. Because I just didn't understand. I'm like, what are the squares? I don't know what the fuck the squares are. I do understand the handkerchiefs though. So that makes sense, because the way he was showing me, like I said, it was like if you took cards and like just flopped them on top of each other like that. Did he have a stack of them? Did he keep a stack of them somewhere? Because that's kind of what I kept seeing. And if they were folded into a square, that would be about the size of the square I saw. You know, if you folded them in fourths, that's about, they had to be, okay. That makes perfect sense then. Okay. Because that's what he was showing me is the stack. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. My grandpa had handkerchiefs too. And the same way, they had to be ironed in the stack. That's really funny. Well, I looked up just in time to see that. Thank you, love. So with him, he keeps coming back to the caching. So I assume, you know, he's been poking you for that a lot lately. Just saying. Just saying. So yeah. He's really interesting. He's kind of a really tough dude. He's a tough dude. So did he pass away in his late 50s or early 60s? Because that's what I'm curious about. I would bet so, because he specifically, and I want to show you this card. Big old strong guy, but look in the middle. I'll show it to you on YouTube too. So that way, if you're watching it in his 60s. Okay. Did he look younger than he really was? Because I literally would put him 54, 55, but. I love you, Tiffany. He didn't look younger. Okay. He just showed me about that age. Wow. I like that he used your reading to be like, hey, you need to stop filing. I love that. I love that he used this instead of like, all right, let's talk about something cool. You remember whatever, you know, you were younger, whatever. That's awesome. That's so funny. That's so funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. You can't tell me it's not funny. So, all right, Miss Lena Pilgrim. So I have Lena, Lorianne Brown, Tabitha, Queen Renee, and Crystal. Oh, thank you, Amethyst. I loved that video of hers. I know that it, like the first part of it, you know, was what I was talking about. And I loved that the second part was about her relationship and how she had found somebody that makes her happy. But what it highlighted especially for me this week, it highlighted how being in this profession and doing these things, you kind of are everybody else's lighthouse, and nobody notices really when you're drowning because they come to you and you still have to be the lighthouse. You don't get to drown. So it highlighted that. So, yeah. All right, Miss Lena. Oh, thank you. Glad you reminded me to check it again. Hopefully those last 2 Oreos. So I don't eat sugar that much. And so when I have to eat a lot of sugar, after a while, my stomach's like, fuck you, man. And I am not eating a glucose tablet. I'd rather eat another Oreo. If y'all have never had the pleasure of a glucose tablet, I don't really recommend it. Now, I will say they used to have some really good ones that tasted like Flintstone vitamins, but they don't do that anymore. And it's dumb. At least make the bitches taste good if we got to eat them. God damn it. It's still going down. Fuck. Okay. Another Oreo it is. I'm kind of getting tired of Oreos. What other kind of sugary shit I got? Hold on, Miss Lena. I'm going to knock everything off over here. That's just what's happening. Y'all would have no idea I like mint, would you? Frozen mint Kit Kats. Yeah. Well, I guess we're doing it like this. All right. Everybody's like, peanut butter. No, I don't have orange juice. So, all right, Miss Lena. This is really interesting. So your lady here is okay. What I love about this is that she's very flighty. And I don't mean that in a bad way. She's very dainty. She's very flowy. Very hippie-ish lady. Whimsical is a good word. She's very feminine, very soft. But at the same time, so she's the opposite of a lot of ladies that we've seen this evening, or of Tiffany's grandpa there. Instead of having that hard shell and then there's like squishy inside, she has like this super squish outside, and then inside is this amazing like steel rod that just won't bend. Like you can squish all you want and move, you know what I mean? You can squish and move. You're not moving that steel rod. Okay. There's a lot of turquoise and yellow here. A lot. A lot. In fact, so sorry, I'm like chewing all through your reading. She keeps pointing me to the turquoise. So I have a feeling turquoise is one of her favorite colors. I'm about to check it again. I'm going to give it now. I don't like it when it drops like this. It's stupid. So, I love you guys are so concerned. You're so sweet. With her in particular, though, I'm going to say she has light colored hair. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's red, strawberry blonde or red. It's really, really pretty. Kind of a wavy, curly, flowy. She's actually being sweet and waiting on me. So let me grab me something else to drink. She's being very sweet. I gotta fix this bitch one way or the other. I got some of my son's sweet tea. I haven't got to drink leaded sweet tea in a while. Here we go. All right. So with her in particular, she's actually worried. She's really sweet. Miss Lena, are you here? Like, she's absolutely a caretaker. I was even looking to see if you were on YouTube, but I don't see you. So let me just say this, Miss Lena. I would say that this is absolutely somebody that's like grandmother energy. She is all about taking care of everybody. And she literally just kind of sat back and is waiting. She's waiting for me to be good. And she's being very sweet about it. And she's actually worried a little bit. My sugar is like 115. So it's not like my sugar is crashing, guys. But the fact that it's doing that really hardcore, if I don't get a handle on it now, it is going to crash. And then I'm going to be yo-yoing. And I don't like yo-yoing. It's stupid. So, Miss Lena, she's absolutely a sweet lady. Super fucking sweet. She's very nurturing. She's very caring. Like, she's really concerned about everything. And the reason that she's popping up here, and like I said, she has lighter hair. I would not be surprised if it was red when she was younger. What she's concerned about with you is because, so here's the one of these things is not like the other. It's this dominance card here on the end. This is not her. She is not a dominant person. She is that support person, that backbone. She is like absolutely the matriarch that held the family together kind of person. There's something with you in particular right now that she's worried about, that you need to step up. You need to not only take a step up, but be dominant in this situation. That if you don't, you're going to get run over. I have a feeling you're already starting to get run over a little bit. And she's not digging that at all. So weird. I have absolutely not drank regular tea in so long that this tastes really gross to me. So She's really worried about this, Lena. You've got to take charge of this situation. Like, she's poking you too. She's there with you all the time. I wish that you were here so I could get, a yes or no from you about who this is. I would really put this as a grandmother energy, because she just has that. You always liken the people, mediums always liken people to people that they know or knew. This lady is exactly the same feel like my grandma had. Like, she looks nothing like my grandma, but that lived through the Depression, very, very sweet, could make do with anything she had, would give you the shirt off her back, but had that steel rod where nothing bad was going to happen if she was around, period. Like, she would probably beat the fuck out of a bear, even though she was this beautiful little whimsical lady. But she really is concerned about this situation. You've got to step up and start being dominant in a situation, or this person is going to walk all over you. And she's really concerned about it. Therefore, I'm concerned about it. We are all concerned about it, Lena. So start being the dominant one, Lena. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. So that brings us to Miss Lorianne Brown. Ready? Yeah, it's just my medicine, guys. It's some medicine I had to take earlier. So I don't know. There you are. I didn't know if you were still hanging in, Laura Lou. Did you see your reading from last night, Lori? It's on YouTube there. I didn't know if you'd got to watch it yet or not. Because I remember yours was kind of interesting and a little important. So, if this is your dad, he didn't show me the blue clock right off. But let me go through some of the stuff here, because it's obviously important. The first thing that I noticed, so I turned over the rainbow card and so on. And I'm pretty sure that I pulled this for a lady for you, but this is not this lady, okay? I keep seeing gold with this guy. The card he pulled for himself is Hades, which is wisdom and everything being equal. And he's holding a golden apple. But he keeps drawing me to the gold. The first card also has gold. The third card has gold. The fourth card, like every card here has gold in it. So with that gold, it's important. Okay. So what's interesting is that, hey, Dallas girl, how are you? I'm good. I'm better. With this, Lori, I'm being pushed to talk about these other three cards first. I have a feeling this is your dad, but the energy is different. And there's a reason I asked about your reading too earlier, because something has shifted. Like the main card here in the middle that he keeps pointing my eyes to is the Herald of Change card, with things shifting and changing very quickly for you. There's also trickery and survival and so on. So here's what that leads me to ask, and it's not a yes or no question, and so I'm just going to ask it, and you don't have to say anything at all. But I need to acknowledge it. It's what's going on with this trickster energy around y'all? What's going on with that? I don't understand it, but I hope you do when I said that. So with this gold, because now I'm drawn back to the gold, it's a gold circle. I don't know if it's a plate. I don't know if it's something hanging on the wall, because I see it up. I don't know. I don't know if it's a plate or if it's hanging up or whatever. It's something circular and gold colored. I actually don't think this is your dad. I don't think this is your dad, because he almost, well, he doesn't almost always, he always shows me that blue clock. Like, that's how I know it's him. It's the blue clock. So I don't think this is him, because this guy in particular is showing me this gold circle. This guy also has more of a somber feel, a more structured, rigid feel than your dad does. Like, your dad has this very warm, like just wash over you energy, you know, like swoop you up in a hug kind of energy. This guy is a little more distant, and he's a little more logical and firm and so on. He doesn't really want to show me what he looks like. He just wants to show me this gold circle, and I don't understand. So I hope you do. Your brother just got there. Okay. Does the gold circle does that, just yes or no, if you understand that, because he keeps showing it to me, but it's upright. It's not flat. It's upright. So I don't understand what the gold circle is. He's very rigid, very, very rigid. Like, not really joking, not really laughing, not really, like, everything's serious, if that makes sense. So I'm waiting to see if you understand the gold circle. I don't understand it. But he just keeps showing it to me. And there's no detail in it. That's what sucks. It's like there's no detail in it. It just looks like a flat gold plate. But like I said, it's upright, not laying down flat. So the other thing that I'm seeing is an airplane, but it's one of the older open cockpit airplanes. Okay, good. I'm glad you understand it. The other thing I'm seeing is an older airplane. It's almost like the biplane, you know, with the two wings, like an old prop plane. And I don't understand why I'm seeing that either, but it definitely has two wings. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like the two wings. And I don't know if this is a toy or if this is something he flew in, but it's definitely that kind of plane. And he showed me a red, and then he showed me tan. So I don't know if these are real or if they're toys or whatever, but I'm glad you understand the gold circle, because he just kept showing it to me, and I'm like, okay. Like, I'm just waiting for her to say yes or no. But okay. So with him in particular, like, he's very concerned about this change and about this trickery. Almost like he's concerned about a panic that doesn't need to be a panic. Does that make sense? It's almost like, look at it, step back and look at the situation. And I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. I don't think it's the move. I think it's something else. But Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to talk. He's just like, it's really funny. He doesn't think it's funny. I think it's funny. Let me clarify. He really did not joke around much, did he? Because, like, I'm trying to joke and pull some information, and he's like, nope, nope. We don't joke in this house. Like, we don't joke. So, did he joke around a lot? Okay, all right. I was waiting for you to say that because, like, as I'm like trying to crack jokes and like be my normal self, like I'm feeling like we should crack jokes and whispers. You know what I mean? Like that's how I'm feeling. Like I need to whisper it so he can't hear. It's really funny. It's really funny. He's just very gruff. He's just very gruff. So he just showed me like himself standing in a doorway as like a guardian between whatever's out here and y'all, your family. I don't know if that makes sense either, but that's what he showed me. Big wooden door frame, and he's literally put himself in this door in between y'all and whatever this is out here that he's worried about. He's plugging the hole, he says. So, what's the gold plate? I want to know what the gold plate is, Lori. Like, it's driving me nuts. But he's definitely put himself as a buffer between you and your family and whatever this other stuff is he's concerned about. I don't think you have a lot to worry about. I really don't. Just look at it logically. Like he's wanting you to take a step back and look at things logically. But I don't think you have very much to worry about. I don't think you have anything to worry about. There's just a shift. There's just a change coming, and he knows it and he feels it, and I think y'all know it and you feel it. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm glad that made sense to you because he just kept showing it to me. Your great grandfather. Okay. Did you know him? Because he didn't really show me a lot, which would make me think that maybe you didn't really know him very well in person. Or you hadn't seen him in person much or whatever. You have some very interesting family, Lori. I always love meeting them. Just such a wide array of personalities. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of hoping to see your dad again. Just like some of you guys get to be my favorite people in here. Some of y'all's people get to be my favorite people. And I start liking to, see them when they come in. Checking it again, just for y'all ask. I'm making a mess. There we go. Y'all, this is dumb. Oh, yeah. So when I was looking at things astrologically today, I was like, oh, what the fuck? Because everybody is mentioning, like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. All right, we're good. It's going back up a little bit. So. Now it'll probably go way up. It is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all, being diabetic is stupid. I just want y'all to know that. Just want you to know. I'm trying to even figure out how. Only because no one bitches at you for carrying food and water around all the time. That's really the only thing. You're welcome, Miss Loriani. All right, Miss Tabitha, you ready? Hello, and Tabitha's love. I will also say one of the fun things about being diabetic is that if you ever get your fingerprints done, your fingerprints will have all these little, if you test your sugar all the time, you'll have all these little holes and dots all over your fingerprints, so your fingerprints look magical. Just saying. It's funny. So if y'all are diabetic and you've never had your fingerprints done, you should do it. Just be like, I just want to see my fingerprints. It's really kind of funny. You're welcome, Queen Chaos. All right, Miss Tabitha level. And then I have Queen Renee and Crystal. We're just doing the long readings tonight, I guess. Okay. Well, you can't make this shit up. So I know y'all watched me shuffle cards just now. Okay. So, Miss Tabitha, I don't know if you're still here or not, but this guy here also pulled the Hades card. However, his is a little different in that he is absolutely an old soul. Like, he was very, very smart, very intelligent, very, he just knew the things. He just knew the things. But at the same time, he's very childlike. Like, he really loves to laugh and play and just experience everything as it comes. So what I love about this guy is that he's kind of two different people. Like, he's serious sometimes and he's super, I don't even think he's really a lot. That's what's funny. Well, in Oklahoma, I think he's serious a lot. That's what's funny. When he had to be serious, he was, but I get the feeling that he had to be serious a lot as a kid. And so as he got older, he loved to joke and laugh and giggle and play. And I would bet the older he got, the more giggly he was. So but he really understood life and death. Like, he saw a lot of shit. He saw a lot of shit, a lot of pain, a lot of misery, a lot of death when he was younger. So I think that's why he absolutely loved to play and joke and laugh when he got older. And I don't know if you're here, Tabitha, or not. I've been trying to kind of watch and see if you are. But I would say I would put my money on him being in like the Korean War, truthfully. Because the things here, when I concentrate on that harder aspect, it's very deep and it's very hard and it's very sad down in your soul. So that's why he appreciated life so much on the other side of things. And what I love about this is that I have a feeling that, like, with his kids, maybe he didn't always he wasn't always the super fun laughy or whatever, but with the grandkids and so on, yeah, he was like the super fun grandpa. He always had a joke. He always had something funny. He always had he had candy or whatever. Like, he just was that fun guy to be around. But he really fully understood how everything works. So I'm trying to get a little bit more on the way, like look wise with him. So I'm curious. I kind of wish you were here so I could ask, so I could get a yes or no, because I have a feeling that towards the end of his life, there's something with his fingers. His fingers don't work correctly. So because he was showing me flannel shirts that are very easy to pull the buttons. You know what I mean? Like when you're taking the shirt off, it's very easy to pull the buttons. I don't know if they're snaps or what, but they're very easy for him to take off, because he's making me feel like I can't, like at the end of the day, I can't grab anything with my hands really. I kind of have to do this to pull the shirt off. And like my fingers hurt. Like when I concentrate on him, it hurts like motherfucker way down in here. So I would bet he had really hard arthritis. I don't know if it'd be rheumatoid arthritis or what, but it was really, really, really hard. It was really hard. Like I almost want to cry. It hurts so bad. I don't think he let anybody know or let you kids know how bad it hurt. But it's just pain in the joints really bad. So it's absolutely arthritis, serious arthritis, which tells me that he worked with his hands the vast majority of his life. I have a feeling that y'all didn't know, especially, I think he hid that, you know, I mean, because as we get older, we all get a little weaker and we get a little more broken. And like, he really hid that. Like, he really hid it well. And I think that you guys, saw it, but didn't acknowledge it to him, because he's also very proud of being very strong and so on. And then I'm curious if he passed away in his 80s, like his early 80s, because that's what I see is like 81, 82. He still doesn't want to really show me anything about himself. He does show me glasses, and they're kind of the square glasses, and they're black rims, square. What I love about it is when I said square, and I was kind of looking at the glasses and trying to pay attention to his face, I got this humongous grin from him, like this kind of joking grin. It's really funny. I love it. Huge joking grin. It's awesome. I'm gonna yawn. Woo! Is that my first yawn? Y'all mean to say that I've been reading for 3 hours and that's my first yawn? What? Okay. Sorry. What? So, he is a really, really cool dude. He's a really cool dude. And I wish you were here to answer just yes or no on some stuff here. But because there's not even really a message here. It's just acknowledgement. But the card at the end does have a little bit of a message in it. And it's the experience life as it comes. Don't get too hung up on everything going on around you, everything hitting you hardcore. So experience everything as it comes, sweetheart. Okay. So I don't know if Queen Renee is here or not. So guys, I will never, ever reach out to you for a reading. And if they are claiming to be me, please feel free to fuck with them all you want and then report and block them. So just saying, yeah. I will never, ever message you guys for a reading. I barely have time to even talk to myself, much less go through all my followers and message people. So they are, oh, thank you, Lindy. I appreciate that. they are not only using my copyrighted information, but they're also using trademarked names. So I have reported them to Instagram, and they are on it. But the thing is, it doesn't happen very fast. So I will say, though, you guys reporting and blocking everybody on Instagram does more than it does here on TikTok, because they usually remove that account pretty quickly. It'd be nice if they would allow us to just verify ourselves instead of, I mean, hell, if you can verify yourself on a dating app, why can't I verify myself on Instagram? You know what I mean? Like, and TikTok, I don't understand. All righty. Miss Queen Renee. Okay. So here's what's funny. As soon as I was about to start talking about this lady and some of her stuff and so on, I've met this lady before. I've met this lady before with you. But she's showing me a little different. It's the same lady, same energy, but she showed me this kind of little short lady, and she kind of walks like this. It's really funny. She's old at this point. She's walking like this. She has on a bright red shirt, and she's like a t-shirt, and she's like walking from the middle of the kitchen to the door of the kitchen, the hallway or whatever. But she's walking over there. It's really funny. And it's so funny. And she's like excited to see somebody. So she's almost running in a way, but not quite, to give somebody like a humongous hug. So she's definitely a shorty. I'm waiting for you to pop back up, Miss Renee. So all the things she pulled here again are like super strong backbone, amazing lady. You don't mess with her. You don't mess with her. Oh, you still haven't figured out who this is. Okay. Maybe that's why she's popping up again, girl. Maybe that's why she's showing me a few different things this time too. Because with this one, the cards she pulled are all... There's a lot of energy here. There's a massive amount of strength here. But there's also this there's a divine feminine card here. Like basically the matriarch. There's queen cards here. She's someone that literally keeps the family together. She's glue. Does that make sense? She's the glue. She also wanted to pull the influence card with all the cigarettes on it, which makes me wonder if she didn't smoke. But what's funny is I don't think she smoked cigarettes, because I don't get that feel. Usually when somebody smokes cigarettes, it's a feel I get, and I'm just going to put it in air quotes, because it's almost like I can taste it, but not quite. So this is not cigarettes. This would be like a pipe or cigars or something like that. It's not cigarettes. She keeps showing me running to the door again. She keeps showing me running to the door. Like literally running over to the door to hug somebody. And then there's like back porch steps, and they're like, or back porch, a little small, like you just step out the back door onto this little concrete square. And then there's 3 concrete steps down into a yard. And there's a fence back here. And there's people in the yard, like cookout party, etc. Like they're men. There's like a tall guy right here standing up, like super tall, thin. She's showing me this in super detail. Like super tall, thin. He has on like a light gray shirt, jeans, big black sunglasses. His hair is cut real short. There's a guy standing here next to him, a little bit shorter. Like I'd say this guy's probably 6'2", 6'3". This guy's probably, well, no, he's probably 6'4". He's really tall. Then this guy here, I would say he's probably more 5'10", 5'11", kind of stout, black shirt, white emblem on the front, like maybe an Adidas logo. It's kind of what it looks like. Jeans, black and white. Like she's literally showing me in this in like hyper focused detail. There's like a table out here, a table out here. There's balloons, like just, you know, blown up balloons. There's kids running around, 4 or 5 kids running around, like little kids. I would say under 8, 4 of them. There's a couple babies. There's ladies sitting out here. Damn, Renee, she's showing me like super hyper focused detail. But she keeps focusing on these 2 guys. And I get the feeling there's something with the very tall one. There's something with the very tall one. I don't know if this is her son, if this is her like favorite nephew, or I don't know who it is. It's somebody, I mean, he's much younger than her. That's why I said son or maybe grandson, favorite nephew, whatever. But she's showing me this gathering, this party, and I get the feeling it's probably a birthday party and like super hyper detail focus. Actually, I don't think it's a party. I mean, a birthday party. I think it's a baby shower. Because as soon as I said birthday party, she pointed me back to the balloons. And the balloons are light blue, light pink, and yellow. I think this is a baby shower she's showing me. I'd be curious. I'd be curious to know if you have pictures of recent family baby showers and where they were. And recent may not be the right word. Recent may not be the right word. But she's showing me very, very specifically, like hyper-focused detail about this backyard and where everybody is. So Renee, I have a feeling she passed away when you were little. I have a feeling she passed away when you were little, or maybe even before you were born. So this is a weird question, Renee. Just tell me like what decade you were born in. You know what I mean? Like early 80s, late 90s. Just, I'm curious. Because what I'm seeing, the way I'm seeing this baby shower, it looks like it's 80s, like early 80s. Just the way and the feel. So I'm curious. Late 80s. Okay. I would be curious what kind of baby shower. I would be curious what kind of baby shower was thrown for you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then I'm curious about this tall, skinny guy because she pointed me back to him again. So I have a feeling that this baby shower is for his kid. There's something specific with him about this shower. Like it's a baby shower. It's a baby shower. Just a little family get together. I don't even think it's like a true baby shower. It's just a family get together baby shower. Does that make sense? Like at someone's house, everybody had a little cookout, celebrating the baby, like that kind of stuff. But she showed me that and super, like somebody literally took the moment and froze it for me. And I could go through there and tell you where everybody is sitting, what they're wearing. Like she was truly happy in that moment. And going to the back door, she's carrying something outside, food, I assume, because I feel like I'm carrying something like this. So she's carrying something outside. But I'm curious about the tall, thin guy because, like I said, she keeps focusing on him. She keeps focusing on him. He is really tall and really skinny. Yeah, she keeps focusing on him. And he has a very loud laugh. Like this kind of laugh that you could probably hear all over the neighborhood, kind of loud. Like that kind of loud laugh. Yeah, I want to know, Renee. I want to know. I'm super curious about your baby shower now. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Super curious. Super curious about the tall guy. Well, ask her and then email me or whatever, because now I want to know. Now I want to know. So is Miss Crystal, oh, I can't pronounce your last name. AYO. I don't want to murder it. I don't want to say it wrong. When you guys have such cool names, I'm like, man, I don't want to murder it. This is why I couldn't be a good teacher. I couldn't pronounce people's names. I'd be like, ah. I love you. Well, I'm going to read for Miss Crystal, and she can see it on YouTube later. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then I'm going to check my sugar again. Get ready for bed. See, I'm glad that I didn't have too many reads tonight because, yeah. This would have taken me all night if I had done my normal amount of reads. This is why a lot of times I don't do mediumship lives, because it's hard for everybody to get there to answer. So, yeah. So, I'm on Miss Crystal, and I can't pronounce your last name, AYO. Yawn number 2. This is my last one, guys. Oh, is it you? Yay! You are my last one, Miss Crystal. All right. So this guy right here, he's super quiet. He's super focused. He's super fierce is not the right word, because there's something with his eyes. Like, I don't know if it's the color or if it's just the way he could look at you or whatever, but there's something about his eyes. I don't know what's up with my hair. We're just gonna, yeah, there we go. There's something with his eyes that stands out. Like, it's not like bad. It just, they stand out. He's very, very focused. He doesn't say a lot at all. He is very quiet. Like, he just does not talk a lot. He's really thin, like thin build, not like the super, super skinny, like health problem wise. He's just thin. He's just always thin through his whole life. He's always been thin. He showed me himself wither away. That's so weird. So I get the feeling that even being thin, he lost a lot of weight before he passed away. So he's also showing me a lot of things about a lot of fighting in his life. And I don't think this is, I don't think this is like fist fighting. Does that make sense? I think this is more like militarily. Because usually when somebody was they were like a fighter, they like to brawl, like they want to show me those things. They want to show me things that resemble like a bar fight, or you know what I mean, like a fist fight. They show me those things, a fist fight or something like that. This is not. This is like a very deep-seated life or death type of thing. He feels out of place. He feels out of place. Like he didn't really belong in this century. He didn't really belong in this century. So from this guy, he's an interesting guy. He's a very interesting guy. He literally feels like he's out of place. He's out of place. Military, okay. Yeah, he just feels disconnected. It's really interesting. Like he's here and he's connected and he was obviously here, but okay. So he's showing me a few different imagery wise things. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it either. So I'm glad you understood that. Like feeling like he's disconnected. He had a very almost ethereal feel to him. I get the feeling that he probably should have passed away a few times in these battles, and something always just barely saved him. Like something like by the skin of his teeth, you know that saying? Because the battles and the things he was showing me with that, or that, not things, because he wasn't really showing me things, the feel. I wish I could explain it better. The feeling he was showing me with these battles was, I don't think he even knew how he got out of some of them. So I feel like somebody manipulated something. Like he knew he wasn't supposed to be here. Okay. And I think that's what that disconnect feels like. That's why that feels that way, that disconnect. So what's up with you and starting something new? Because he's bringing me to this card here and wanting me to talk about breathing new life into something, about starting something new. Like it's really interesting. He keeps bringing me back to that with you starting something new. It's obviously really important because there's a little bit of an excitement underneath there. What's up, Rebecca? How are you, Becca Sue? Haven't seen you in a long time. You were on my Facebook memories the other day. No, don't mute Rebecca. She's one of my friends. She's one of my friends. You're starting a new relationship that you're hopeful about. That's awesome. I'm trying to see if I can unmute her real quick. Yeah, that was what. Yeah, she's one of my friends. I got you, Becca. I'll message you. Sorry, love. We have so many trolls that pop in here sometimes, and my mods are under strict, like, mute them. She's probably like, what the fuck? I'll message you back. It's okay, Tiffany. I was looking to see if there was a way I could find that literally might be one of the funniest things. I'm trying to find it. I don't know how to do it. Oh no. Let's see. There we go. There she is. I figured out how to do it. La, 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 la. I got it. Yay! So Rebecca always calls me Hef. So that's how I knew it was her. I was like, I know that Hef. So I know somebody said that my mods are aggressive and so on, but here's the thing, guys, I get some really, really hate-filled shit. And so my mods are under strict orders from me personally that anytime someone's spamming, anytime there's one hateful comment that comes out their face, they get muted. So period. You know what I mean? Period. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Crystal. I was reading your comments, Crystal. So with the relationship you were just talking about, are you learning how to be in one now? Does that make sense? Are you learning how to be in one now? Bex, I need to message you anyway. I'll be in your neck of the woods next week. Just saying. Okay. Because what he was showing me with this new thing, with this beginner's mind, was learning. Like it was literally learning. So, okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Ah, my nose itchy. Sorry. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Lucius. I love that. Thank you for the little woofs. So it's important for you to be in this relationship and learn these things. There are things that need to be fixed in you that you don't even know need to be fixed. I'm not going to speak too much on the relationship itself. It's more what you're getting out of the relationship as far as learning goes. But what's funny is he's showing me like separated over here, like he's still watching and he's still paying attention. And you know he's there. You see him, don't you? You literally see him. Good. I'm proud of you, love. I love you. Good. Good. See, I always say it, somebody's talking about me. I don't know why I started saying that. I was like, somebody's talking about me. Quit talking about me when I was itching. Well, I'm proud of you, and I know he's proud of you for paying attention and just letting things happen the way they need to happen. I wish there was more. He's just kind of very straight to the point. Like he's kind of very straight to the point. He literally just doesn't say a lot. He doesn't say a lot. So yeah. I'm glad that, and what's funny is with him, like he didn't want to give me much at all. And so I had to pull a second card. I had to pull a second card. So it was really funny. Like he didn't want to give me anything at all. He still doesn't really want to show me anything about himself. It's really funny. So. Well, my friends, I am going to go. I'm glad that I could bring him in for you, Sweet Pea, because he had a very unique energy. I love that you understood exactly what I meant when I said he feels like he's out of time, like he's just displaced. He doesn't belong in the time he's in. So he's a very cool dude. Thank you for letting me meet him. So for those of you guys that are watching on YouTube and those of you guys that are still watching here on TikTok, notice the lighting change. Okay. So Sunday, instead of doing normal Norse reads, I will be doing natal chart reads. If you guys would like to get one, then make sure you get on my list because I'm doing a very small list. Yes, they will be natal reads. No, you do not have to know what time you were born. That's why they're a natal read. not a birth chart read. If it's a birth chart read, yeah, you need to know what time you were born. With natal chart, I don't need to know what time you were born because we're not going to look at your ascending, okay? So you won't know your exact ascending, but we're going to look at all of that. I'll read your natal chart for you, and we'll go from there. But I will stream them on YouTube, just like I always do. So if you guys grab one and you have some good Father's Day stuff to do, no big deal. And if you can't make it, it will totally be on YouTube for y'all to watch, okay? So, yes. If you guys want to sign up for Sunday, you can do so on my website. There's a link on my link tree there. And for those of you guys on YouTube, I do have my link tree there at the top, or you can go to thebluebodhi.com and go under events, and you'll see the little tickets right there. You can also sign up to see me next week in Oklahoma City. You can sign up to see me in Indianapolis next month. All the fun, good, cool, fun places. So, yeah. So with that, let me say goodbye to my friends there on YouTube.